2026, the second Pluto return precursor. January through June 2026, Pluto at 0 through 2 degrees Aquarius. Aspect to U.S. chart. Square U.S. Sun, 13 degrees Cancer. Opposition U.S. Moon, 21 degrees Aquarius. Geopolitical impact, digital democracy experiments, AI governance crises, constitutional stress tests, Fourth Amendment privacy versus collective security. Advanced mundane technique, track Pluto's transit against Federalist Papers publication dates. Each Federalist paper has a chart. When Pluto aspects these, expect foundational debates to resurface. March 2026, Saturn 10 degrees Pisces, square U.S. Neptune 26 degrees Virgo. Crises of faith, religious institutions versus scientific authority. Public health, new pandemic protocols debated. Practitioners exercise, create a Neptune transit map of U.S. medical infrastructure. Neptune in Pisces dissolves boundaries, predict where hospital systems will fail/merge. September 2026, Jupiter Gemini opposition U.S. Pluto, 27 degrees Capricorn. Economic expansion through crises, financial innovation during constitutional turmoil. Information warfare, peak deepfake elections. Quantum computing breaks encryption. State-specific impact, calculate which states have Pluto-Jupiter lines crossing. These become financial transformation zones. 2027, the Uranus-Neptune generational shift. April 2027, Uranus at 15 degrees Gemini. Return to U.S. Uranus, 8 degrees Gemini. Technological revolution acceleration. AI constitutional amendments proposed. Urban planning ritual during Uranus station. Redesign 3 city grids along Uranian principles. Washington, D.C., Gemini. Silicon Valley, Aquarius. Rust Belt City, Capricorn. August through December 2027, Neptune at 0 through 5 degrees Aries. Aspect, trine U.S. Mars, 27 degrees Gemini, square U.S. Jupiter, 5 degrees Cancer. New American dream, pioneer spirituality, martial arts as spiritual practice, shadow, cult formations, weaponized mysticism, cultural mapping, track where Neptune and Aries lines cross the U.S. These become new frontier spiritual communities for better or worse. 2028, election cycle, Mars-Jupiter conjunction in Leo, exact November 3rd, 2028, 5 days before election, conjunct U.S. North Node, 0 degrees Leo, fated leadership choice, theater of politics, campaigns as performance art, advanced prediction model, calculate each candidate's Mars-Jupiter positions, map onto U.S. North Node, candidate whose chart most harmonizes with U.S. Node wins. Note, this trumps popular vote indicators. 2029 through 2030, Saturn in Aries, the warrior's discipline. Saturn enters Aries, March 2029, square U.S. Saturn, 14 degrees Libra, clash of restraint versus action, military restructuring, draft debates return, private military regulation, generational marker. Children born 2029 through 2031 become Saturn in Aries generation, discipline pioneers. 2030 census under Saturn-Neptune square, political impact, representation battles intensify, advanced demographics plus astrology, chart each state's population center shifts, compare to U.S. Saturn transit, predict which regions gain or lose political power. Section 2, 2031 through 2040, the Uranus-Pluto square generation comes of age, 2031 through 2033, Pluto at 10 through 20 degrees Aquarius, digital constitution era. Pluto square U.S. Sun exact 2032. National identity transformation. Online voting becomes federal standard. Cyberstates digital jurisdictions challenge physical borders. The Great American Server migration. Astrocartographic prediction. Pluto lines through Aquarius degrees cross Northern Virginia. Current data center hub. Utah. New server farm locations. Underwater cables landing points. Resource allocation ritual. When Pluto hits 15 degrees Aquarius, physically relocate one major server farm following astrological timing. 2034, Saturn-Neptune conjunction, 0 degrees Aries, April 2034, exact conjunction, and U.S. 9th House crises of foreign policy ideology, American exceptionalism redefined, immigration system transformation, borders become spiritual, ideological, not just physical, advanced mundane technique, ingress path mapping, chart Saturn-Neptune conjunction for each state capital, noted which house is activated, predict which states become new age hubs if 12th, 4th houses, martial law test cases if 1st, 10th houses, diplomatic centers if 7th, 9th houses. 2036 through 2037, Pluto enters Pisces, the American mystical awakening. Pluto, 0 degrees Pisces, 2036, square U.S. Mercury, 24 degrees Cancer. National communication becomes telepathic, digital hybrid. Water rights wars intensify. Mississippi, Colorado River Compass collapse. Geomantic ritual for national healing. Date, Pluto's ingress into Pisces. Location, 3 points forming triangle. Headwaters of Mississippi, Lake Itasca. Source of Colorado River. Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. Oil water symbol. Action, simultaneous water ceremonies. Data stream merging. Legislative proposals. 2039 through 2040, Uranus enters Cancer. Revolution in the homeland. Uranus square U.S. Sun exact 2040. National identity crisis. Family structures transformed. Multi-generational AI-assisted homes. Food production revolutionized. Vertical farms in every city. The 2040 election. First post-human president. Transits Uranus opposition U.S. Moon. Jupiter conjunct U.S. North Node. Possible AI running mate. Genetically enhanced candidate. Or first president born off-planet. Section 3, 2041 through 2050, the American Aeon shift. 2041 through 2043, Neptune enters Taurus, the sensual society. Neptune squares U.S. Pluto 27 degrees Capricorn, financial system spiritualized. New economic model, resource-based economy with digital overlay. American art renaissance, haptic technology merges with traditional crafts. 2044, Pluto returns to Aquarius. Final transit, the digital republic solidifies. Pluto at 29 degrees Aquarius, sextile U.S. Neptune, 26 degrees Virgo. Virtual estates gain constitutional recognition. Consciousness rights debated in Supreme Court. 2046 through 2048, the Great American Eclipse Cycle. Eclipse path 2046 through 2048 crosses. 2046, Texas to Maine. Civil War memory reactivation. 2047, California to Florida. Climate migration patterns. 2048, Alaska to Georgia. Resource distribution crises. Advanced eclipse ritual architecture for each eclipse path. Calculate exact degree over each major city. Compare to that city's founding chart. Design eclipse response protocol for infrastructure. Create artistic civic projects timed to eclipse energy. 2050, America's progressed lunar return. Progressed moon returns to 21 degrees Aquarius, natal position. 174-year cycle completes. National emotional reset. New We Are the People definition emerges. Section 4, the scholar's master's work. Predictive model for 2026 through 2126, the Plutonian century map. Phase 1, Digital Reformation, 2026 through 2044. Pluto in Aquarius reshapes governance. Key years, 2032. Pluto square Sun, 2044. Pluto final degree Aquarius. Outcome, constitutional amendments for digital age. Phase 2, Mystical Infrastructure, 2044 through 2083. Pluto in Pisces spiritualizes systems. Key years, 2055. Pluto opposite natal Pluto, 2073. Pluto square natal Uranus. Outcome, American spirituality becomes export commodity. Phase 3, Aries rebirth, 2083 to 2136. Pluto in Aries pioneers new frontier. Key year, 2091. Pluto conjunct natal north node. Outcome, space-based national identity. Generational cohort mapping, 2026 through 2031. Saturn, Neptune, and Aries generation. Born during square to U.S. Saturn archetype. Disciplined mystics, warrior healers come to power, 2050s through 2060s. 2036 through 2043. Pluto and Pisces generation, born during America's mystical awakening. Archetype, psychic engineers, dream architects come to power, 2060s through 2080s. 2050 through 2060, Uranus, Neptune, and Taurus generation, born during Sensual Revolution. Archetype, haptic artists, resource poets come to power, 2080s through 2100s. Advanced techniques for national... Why am I mispronouncing so much shit? Advanced techniques for national mapping. The federal chart synastry grid. Create composite chart of all 50 states. Compare to U.S. natal chart. Track when transits activate specific state-U.S. relationships. Application, predict secession, autonomy movements. Constitutional aspect analysis. Each amendment has a chart, date ratified. When transits hit these charts, expect related legal challenges. Example, Second Amendment Chart 1791. Track Pluto transits for gun law transformations. Economic cycle mapping. U.S. Jupiter Saturn cycles correlate with economic paradigms. Next shift 2020 through 2040, Earth signs material restructuring. 2040 through 2100, air signs information economies. Create investment strategies based on these 20-year cycles. Climate change prediction matrix. U.S. Neptune Virgo, concern with environmental purity. Transits of outer planets through water signs trigger weather events. Specific when Neptune transits U.S. Moon Aquarius, expect Great Lakes crises. Cultural trend forecasting, U.S. Venus Gemini and Mercury Cancer equals communication style. Track Venus transits for fashion art trends. Track Mercury retrogrades for communication technology glitches. Example, Venus in Aquarius years 2026-2034, avant-garde becomes mainstream. The Ultimate Practitioners Project, the American Aeon Chart. Assignment for master students, create a progression of progressions chart for the USA, calculate secondary progress chart to year 2026, then calculate tertiary progress chart from that point, then calculate minor progress chart, layer solar arc directions, integrate transits for 2026 through 2126. Result, a four-dimensional map showing soul evolution, progressions, destiny unfolding, solar arc, historical challenges, transits, generational shifts, outer planet cycles. Application, use this map to identify constitutional convention years, Civil War risks, Renaissance periods, technological leap decades. The Genius Mundane Astrologer's Manifesto to those who would map nations. You are not predicting weather, you are architecting temporal civilization. The United States chart is unique because it was consciously created, not organic evolution. Its birth time is known, rare for nations. It has documented progressions, historical record. It's experiencing its Pluto return, generational rarity. Your tools must evolve from natal charts to geometric grids, from transits to temporal architecture, from predictions to conscious evolution design, from individual focus to collective soul mapping. The 2026 through 2126 period reveals America's North Node in Leo destiny is to lead through inspired creativity. Its current South Node in Aquarius obsession with collective ideals must be released. The Pluto return 2022 through 2024 isn't an end but a molting. The old constitutional skin is shed. 2026 through 2030 shows the new form emerging. Your final initiation. Take this American map, compare it to China's chart, October 1st, 1949, Russia's chart, June 12th, 1990, European Union chart, November 1st, 1993. See not conflict, but cosmic conversation. Each nation is a note in a celestial chord. Your work is to hear the music of centuries. The advanced astrologer doesn't ask what will happen, but what consciousness wants to manifest through this alignment. For America 2026 through 2126, the answer is a digital republic remembering its mystical roots, preparing for interstellar citizenship. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned something. States of America, the Plutonian Century 2026 through 2126, Celestial Architecture of a Superpower's Transformation. The Natal American Soul, Foundational Matrix, Birth Data, July 4th, 1776, 5:10 p.m., LMT, Philadelphia, PA. The Sibley Chart, most historically validated. Core Constitutional Archetypes, Sun, 13 degree Cancer, 4th House, Nation as Family, Emotional Security as Identity, Fixed Star Conjunct Procyon, Cancer, 2551 degrees, the Little Dog Star, meaning loyalty to the pack, protective aggression, success through vigilant defense, Shadow, paranoia about homeland security, emotional imperialism, making the world safe. Moon, 21 degrees Aquarius, 11th house, the collective emotional body. Declaration Moon, we are the people as radical concept. Fixed star conjunct Deneb Algidi, Aquarius, 23-36 degrees, the goat's tail, meaning sudden fortune, misfortune through collective movements, fate of the people. Shadow, mob mentality, emotional detachment in crises. Ascendant, 13 degrees Sagittarius, manifest destiny as national personality. Fixed star conjunct Antares, Sagittarius, 949 degrees, the heart of the Scorpion, meaning warrior expansionist, competitive zeal, winner takes all. Shadow, imperial overreach, philosophical arrogance. Mercury, 24 degrees Cancer, 4th house, communication rooted in security narrative, in conjunct Mars, 27 degrees Gemini, information warfare, nervous communication style, national speech pattern, emotional appeals wrapped in homespun imagery. Venus, 5 degrees Gemini, 3rd house, values and information exchange. Conjunct Aldebaran, Gemini, 951 degrees, the follower, meaning prosperity through communication networks, love of variety. Shadow, superficial relationships, information as commodity. Mars, 27 degrees Gemini, 3rd house, warrior in the realm of ideas. Critical degree, 27 degree anaretic degree of crises, meaning military industrial complex tied to information technology. Shadow, perpetual conflict through communication failures. Jupiter, 5 degree Cancer, 4th house, expansion through homeland, conjunct U.S. Sun, 13 degree Cancer, amplified national ego, blessing material abundance from domestic focus, curse, jingoistic expansionism. Saturn, 14 degrees Libra, 7th house, karmic taskmaster in partnerships, retrograde at birth, inherent distrust of treaties, partnerships, national karma, justice system as central struggle, balance of power obsession. Uranus, 8 degree Gemini, 3rd house, retrograde, revolutionary mind. Retrograde at founding, revolutionary ideals turned inward, fixed technological innovation destiny, but with erratic implementation. Neptune, 26 degree Virgo, 9th house, retrograde, collective dreams and analysis, the Puritan work ethic as spiritual practice, shadow, perfectionism as national pathology, hypochondria of the body politic. Pluto, 27 degrees Capricorn, 2nd house, national power through structure, anaretic degree, power structures in perpetual crises, meaning transformative control of resources, financial systems as weapons. 2024 through 2044, transit, Pluto returned to this position, constitutional crisis level, north node, 0 degree Leo, 5th house, karmic destiny and creative self-expression, nation sole purpose to lead through inspired creativity, not brute force. Current position 2024, South Node Aquarius, releasing collective idealism for individual brilliance. Section 1, 2026 through 2030, the Plutonian constitutional fire.